In Parshas Savo, Torah starts off with the word v'haya, and it will be. The question is, why does it say v'haya ki Savo, and it will be, right? What's v'haya? It should say, like last week's Parsha, doesn't say v'haya ki seitze mechama levecha. It starts off ki seitze lemechama. When you go out to war, this is what happens. Over here too, ki Savo la'aretz. When you enter the land of Israel, and then the Torah told us the laws of the Bikurim. What's v'haya ki Savo, and it will be when you enter. Doesn't need to say the word v'haya, and it will be. Just like by last week, it didn't say v'haya. So it's just an interesting question. Why the word v'haya? Now we know the Gemara tells us in Tractate Megillah that v'haya is the lashon, is an expression of simcha, of happiness. When it says the word v'haya, it's happiness. The Gemara gives a few examples of this concept. For now, you'll trust me. Now, the pasuk says that when you bring the Bikurim, you say v'samachta b'kol hatov. The person is happy when he brings the Bikurim, and then he goes ahead and he reads the Parsha of the Bikurim. If you don't know what Bikurim are the first fruits that you bring. It's a whole procedure. You bring it to the Kohen, and you bring it. Basically, you bring it as like an offering. And there's a parsha, there's a subject matter called Mikra Bikurim, where you actually read these verses in the Torah, and you thank Hashem for taking us out of Egypt, for bringing us into Eretz Yisrael, for the ability to grow things. And we'll see later on in some other shiurim about how important it is for a person to express his thanks and his knowledge that we know without Hashem nothing would grow. So we'll talk about that later on. So the pasuk says, the verse says, "V'samachta b'chol hatov," and you're happy with all the goodness that Hashem gives a person. So that's the answer to the question. Very simple. The reason why it says v'haya is because v'haya is the expression of simcha, and the Torah tells us that you have to be happy when you bring the Bikurim. So therefore, very simply, the reason why the Torah starts off with v'haya is to show us this idea that a person should have the bechina, the essence, the madrega, the level of v'haya, of simcha, when you bring the Bikurim. That's why it's the first word. It's an introduction to the Parsha of Bikurim by telling you v'haya, simcha. Don't forget, this is a mitzvah that has to be done b'simcha. Last week, we're talking about war. So of course it doesn't say v'haya by war. Nobody's happy at war. Maybe the people who sell the ammunition. You know, we're here in Miami. You have the war dogs, right? Maybe Jonah Hill's happy, but who played the other guy? Miles Teller, I think. I never heard of the other guy. But the point is that I'm sorry, Miles. I didn't mean anything. Just you're not as famous as Jonah. So basically, that's very simple answer to the question. The reason why last week it doesn't say word of v'haya is because we're talking about a war. By a war, there's no happiness. Over here, we're talking about Bikurim. Bikurim is happiness. So the Torah says the word v'haya. Very simple. Takeaway message would be, we learn from the mitzvah of Bikurim how important it is, happiness in our avodas Hashem. A person has to be happy. As we know, in the end of the Parsha, we have the Tochacha, we have the admonition, and the Torah tells us the reason why we have these horrific curses is because we didn't do mitzvos b'simcha. So that's the connection between the beginning of the Parsha and the end of the Parsha. The klalos, the curses come from not doing things with happiness. But the Torah starts off with Bikurim, happiness. We're supposed to have a simcha in our avodas Hashem.
So the Gemara's understanding is that